back to a special episode of Love and Black with Tory and Teri. As you can see, we're not in the studio tonight. We're in our home studio. So I am so glad to be back on air tonight after a few months of being on break. And
well, we've been doing interviews and stuff, but to be in our own place, doing our own interviews is really fun and exciting. And we have this beautiful couple here that my husband's going to tell you about. So.
Yeah, we're going to introduce them in a moment. So we just want to thank you guys again. Those that don't know who we are, I don't know who that would be, but anyway, those that don't know who we are Tory and Teri. We are marriage and relationship therapists, but we're also, how do we say it? Radio and television personalities as well. So we're doing a live YouTube stream here tonight to help promote the Love Conference, Powermate Love Conference this week. Yes. And we have the founders there. So we are excited. So if you're single and you feel that you're never going to ever meet that special person, well, this is the show tonight.
The devil is a liar. He's lying to you. You got to tune in. I'm so glad you're here. You got to come to this conference. We're going to tell you all about it.
Yep. So our special guests tonight are Rio and Micca Watkins with Powermate. And what makes them special is that they teach singles how to find love by dating differently and prepare them to have healthy relationships of all kinds. They are a power couple, and founders of Powermate, a premier relationship building agency offering matchmaking, coaching, and consulting services.
Yes.
The Watkins, Black History moment. The Watkins met after Rio and Micca had both undergone struggles with marriage and divorce and decided to do dating differently. That sounds like us, huh? We both been married, as you guys know, and we wanted to do marriage differently. So that's cool. But anyway, after months of building their long distance relationship online and in person, Rio and Micca got married and began building their business. They, in addition to the Powermate, they are also best-selling authors, speakers, and hosts of the Love Team podcast. The Love Team. Rio and Micca, welcome to Love and Black with Tory and Teri. How you guys doing?
We are doing amazing.
Listen, I was wondering who you were talking about. If you didn't say my name, like, who in the world are you talking about? Like, we appreciate the intro. Wow, we're just honored to be here with you lovely people. You guys are so accomplished. We really are grateful to be a part of the show tonight. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys
for joining us, and also for having us as speakers. We're excited about this. We're gonna have a blast.
We're gonna have a blast.
So much fun. So excited about it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. We've brought in the best and the brightest, and obviously here, like you can see it right here in front of you. They know who you are already, but to have you all come out to Love Con, we are so grateful. Folks are going to be transformed in that place. We're really excited about it.
Definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing.
Awesome. So let's kind of get right into it. What is Powermate, first of all?
Because a lot of people have been asking me. I've been telling my clients about it. I've been referring them. I'm like, you got to come. So tell them what it is. You can explain it better than I can.
Thank you so much. So we realize that power couple is a little cliche. We understand that people have looked up to what is called a power couple, and you see people get together because they have a big name in the spotlight. They're breaking up in the next couple of weeks. We believe that Powermate is a little deeper than that, and that's where we go deeper than dating. We really believe a Powermate is not just about chemistry, it's about compatibility and long-term sustainability with two people who practice durability. So Powermate is a little bit deeper.
Than... slow that down for our people in the back.
All right. I'm trying to kick it on quick. I'm getting.
No, that's good. But you said some big words there. I heard durability, and that
was very rich. That was very rich. Thank you. So we definitely want to make sure the people catch it.
Absolutely. People date because of chemistry. And we want to make sure they understand that you need not only chemistry, but compatibility. You need sustainability with two people who practice durability, because we realize that Powermate is not just about, we hear a lot about getting the bag and securing the bag, about our community. We believe we got to build relationship wealth as well. And we know there's a big gap in the singles market because the dating pool has P in it. And so we got to do dating differently. And that's exactly what we do. We help people get out of the minutia that's out there in dating, and people who are really intentional about finding love, we help them do just that. So that's what Powermate's all about. That's what we practice and what we do.
Phenomenal.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And for those of you that don't know what minutia is, that's the BS that go along in relationships.
Right on, right on.
The part that a lot of people don't talk about.
Yeah. What did you say, Mick?
I said the part that a lot of people don't talk about because it's not pretty.
It ain't pretty.
It ain't pretty, and it's BS. I mean,
Yeah.
we always say that you come into a relationship with your representative, first of all, right?
Mhm.
Totally different person than who you are. And once you guys get into that relationship and the representative is like, okay, I've done my part, now it's on you. Well,
Right.
the on you part never really matches the representative, right?
That's it. That's it.
You guys see that in dating?
We see it very
All the time.
All the time. And what people do, one of the biggest problems we talk about is people are dating for attention and they're not dating with intention. And so they're all about getting their emotional needs met, but they don't think about what it really means to have a relationship. And what we've learned is that discipline is actually more important than just the love part. Love is important, but the discipline in a relationship is what a lot of people are missing. So we're keeping it real with them. We don't want to fluff it up. If you really want this marriage, it's a beautiful thing. If you really want these relationships, which are beautiful, you got to understand that you guys are going to have to be in the trenches together. So we got to get our minds right. We got to get our discipline right, and we got to take it seriously. So that's what we do.
one of the things I say real often, and it's my hashtag, there's a couple of hashtags I have, but that is, be sure you're sure.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure you're sure.
Yes.
Literally. Because this is someone's
100%.
life. I mean, it's your life at stake as well as someone else that you're bringing into your stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and when we talk about love, I always tell our counselees or our clients, take love out of the equation. It's obvious you love each other, you want to be with each other. Take love out of the equation. What's the why? What's everything else, right? Because when you're going through these things, I mean, sometimes, I love you, I may not like you right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
That part.
nothing to do with my love for you, but there are things that are going on that we need to handle and take care of. And Mika, when we were talking about the minutia, you were like, yes, all this stuff. We call that the hard conversations. People don't want to have hard conversations. And when they do, it turns defensive. They start to get into these modes of shut down, or, they just go to argument mode. So,
Absolutely.
definitely, let's look beyond love, look at why we're together in the first place, and we grow from there, right? Let's talk about the conference. What can you guys tell us a little bit about what you did to bring this conference, not just the one this weekend, but when you guys started? What prompted you to do this?
Oh my goodness. So this particular event, we officially made the decision to do it now in February, back in November. However, the setup to this event has been happening for the last couple of years. The first time we ever did an event or bring people together for the sake of our business was actually back in 2019. It was supposed to be like a singles, mixer workshop kind of thing. And it literally happened the day before we got on a flight and moved countries from Canada, to the US to Florida. And that was the start of what we didn't know was going to be Love Con, but that's where it started. But a few months after that, COVID hit. So we were, smacked that, okay, new country, get yourself set up, all that good stuff. And then, ready to get going. But now everything shut down. So we had to pivot just like the rest of the world did. But that's when our business really, got started, took off. We started to do everything virtually. So this is the first event of this caliber since coming out of the pandemic in person.
Awesome. Were you guys, because it could have easily been called Love Can, right? So were you planning on staying in Florida, or were you going back to Canada and just got stuck here before the pandemic?
No, so the deal was we've always been travelers. We met in a group that was for people who love to travel. We just happened to be single. It wasn't a dating group. It wasn't a matchmaking group, nothing like that. And I always knew I was going to move away from Canada. I just didn't realize that it was going to be that soon. So when we left Canada in 2019, it was actually for an opportunity with one of our sons. And it was literally like God spoke to us and said, you need to give everything away and move. And we had like a month.
Yes.
And we were like, me?
That's a Jesus move.
What?
We'll do it.
That's a Jesus baby.
What is
Everything you guys on and follow.
But I guess the fortunate but not so fortunate part, before coming into this relationship, one of the things that I did, that was when, you know, we realized that we did the work on ourselves.
Mhm.
And a lot of that work really had to do with getting closer to God, doing the fasting, making commitments and stuff like that. And for me, I knew one of my commitments, you know, when I kind of fell out in surrender, was that I was ready for God to use me in my life for his will.
Mhm.
So whatever that meant, whatever it meant, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I knew that I raised my hand and I was signing up for it. So, and I'm a listener, I'm obedient. So when I hear a word from God, I know it's a word from God. So when I heard it, it was like, you do realize it's September. And the whole thing, the way how it was orchestrated, our son got an opportunity to go play basketball in Florida, and God just worked it out that everything fell in line. When I say everything, he got the opportunity, we got word mid-September, and I'll never forget, it was September 12th. And by September 29th, we all were on a plane to Florida. And that's when God gave us the word that we're going to be moving. And October 29th, we were on a plane. Everything, we gave everything away, like 3-bedroom home, everything, just come and take it. We're clearing out. We gave everything away, moved to Florida with a suitcase each and a extra like carry-on that had our equipment and stuff like that for our recordings. And that was it. And we were in Florida to start life. And, you know, God was with us the whole way through. And he was with us to start our business right when in the middle of the pandemic, we released our book. We started coaching, and everything has been virtual ever since. And that's how we've been thriving, was in the virtual space.
So you didn't start this Powermate and all until Florida?
So we started workshops because I had a book that I released before meeting Rio about my dating journey after divorce. So we were, I guess, more mentoring and running workshops and stuff like that. It wasn't coaching. We had no program. We had no link for anybody to sign up to. We had none of that. That came when maybe a week or so before COVID hit, we released our book February 9th, because that's our second anniversary for the year. We released our book February 9th. And then I think it was February 16th was the first time we heard that the world would, like, America was shutting down. And we were in the middle of COVID. We're like, we need to travel and sell this book. What do you mean you're shut down? And we had to pivot. And in that pivot, because we had an understanding of the online and the course creation space and stuff like that, we put it out to our community, started our program as a book study. And the really exciting thing, one of the couples that you all are going to meet at the event, Yedidia and Ramona, they were the first wedding to come out of the group we started, Single and Ready. They met there. One was living in Canada, one was in the US. They're coming to the event. They got married last year. They just celebrated 6 months. Ramona was in that book study that we started. The very first, when we released her book, she was in the first book study, went through the 8 weeks with us, got her transformation, all the things. June, she connected with Yedidia. They made them their thing. They were an item. They got engaged and they got married last August. Yes. And now they're here. They're literally coming to Houston tomorrow night. Awesome. But they'll be at the conference speaking and sharing their story. Yeah. So it's all coming full circle.
Full circle.
Love is so much fun.
It is.
It is. It's so beautiful.
Let me ask a couple of questions about the Love Con then, right? What makes this dating experience unique compared to any others?
So, you know what? I think that this one is really focused on digging deep. I think that's what's different. I think that I've been to a lot of space. I've been in a lot of groups. I've been in a lot of areas where it's men and women really bashing each other. Nothing productive is really coming out of the conversation. There's not any progression. This is not that. Men in Love Con are not being bashed because they're men. Women will not be bashed because they're women. This is where we're actually having conversation as a community to really grow and support one another. I think that's what makes it so unique. We're coming together in the name of love, which is really special. And I think it's really making people gravitate to the message. So it's not about bashing folks or what I've gone through and all my trauma that I've dealt with, and now trying to project it on someone else. It's not that. It's really about how do I deal with what I've dealt with, but how do I move forward into a relationship that I really desire? So we have experts, obviously, some of the brightest minds possible are going to be in Love Con. I'm talking about y'all two, are going to be there to actually give that expert advice that they're not going to get in their circle of friends talking around the living room. We can't be afraid to talk to experts. We can't be afraid to get coaching and mentorship. This is something that we're missing in our community because we think we know it all. And the numbers show we don't know it all. So we need to be in space with people who can actually help us. And that's what LoveCon is all about.
It's phenomenal. Let me ask you this, because this is something that I really thought that caught my eye, and this is kind of what I've been marketing, and that is win a date. You guys have a win at the Powermate conference. It's a win a date contest. Is that right? It's a contest?
Absolutely. So
Yes.
folks,
so they know what's happening.
Oh, for sure. So if folks go to the website, winadatealtogether.powermates.io, you can actually register and sign up to win a date with a Powermate. This is for folks right now who are here in Houston, especially ones who will be at the event. And what that is, you're going to be asked a series of questions. So you're going to tell us as the matchmakers, as the coaches, what it is that you're looking for in the person that you would like to date, and our team will review that. And once a match is made based on the person that you're looking for, that will be announced at the event. And we got the whole back end of that already sorted out, because the name of the game is to really focusing on not just building relationship wealth, but you got to have the person to be able to do that with.
Yeah.
And a lot of the biggest problem for some of these singles is that they're picking and dating the wrong people. And when they have bad experiences doing that, they get frustrated. And then they say, love sucks, dating sucks, it's not for me. Let me go, throw in the towel. Let me just go, live my life. Let me just go. And it's like, is that what you truly want? In your heart of hearts, is that what you truly want? Are you actually happy knowing that you want something, and because you had a bad experience, you're just pushing it aside and you're not moving forward into it?
And I'm glad you said that too, because I know we've talked about some deep stuff. And don't get me wrong, we're going deep, but we also going to have a whole lot of fun. And I don't want you to get it twisted. Love is fun too. Relationships are fun too. Dating is fun too. And so I know you take it really seriously, and I get that. But listen, you got to have fun on the dating scene too. And we're all about that life. So even talking about, y'all haven't mentioned a pajama party, and I know you're leading up to that, but I'm always on the edge of my seat to talk about that pajama party. So I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm telling you.
You know what? We're talking about the conference. So let's jammy jam. I got my pajama top on now anyway.
Outfit on. This is my sexy pajama.
Let's talk about the sexy pajama jam.
Yes, the sexy pajama party is the talk of the city, to be honest. Like, we're talking about women, like, they calling us and like, can I put on my lingerie? Of course you can put on your lingerie, girl. Of course you can put on your lingerie.
So just so y'all know, Savage X Fenty was one of our partners for this event.
Yes.
So that tells you the type of attire that is required and that will be on display. There's actually going to be a fashion show with models walking the runway in some Savage X Fenty pieces that night. So just so y'all know, it's that kind of party.
We doing too much.
Nice plug to Savage Desires, man.
Yeah. But I do want you to kind of give them an idea of what that day is going to look like, because it starts in the daytime, the evening, it goes, give them an idea what that weekend's going to look like.
For sure. So it's starting off for the folks that have been asking. I'm glad you're asking. Start off on the 23rd tomorrow. We're going to be at Phil and Derek's. We're doing a live podcast recording at 7 p.m. Love for y'all to come out and join us there. It's going to be a phenomenal time at Phil and Derek's. That's really getting it started, because on Friday the 24th, we're going to start the conference part in the morning time or in the daytime. It's going to start at 11 o'clock. Be in the house. Do not be late.
At 10.
Be there at 10. I should have told y'all 10, because you know how y'all do. I should have told y'all 10 o'clock.
30.
Yeah. Be there early, drink some coffee. But it's going to start officially at 11 o'clock. We're going to run it till about 5:30. And then right at 7 o'clock, right, there'll be a little break.
6:30.
Right about 6:30 is when we're going to start the night festivities. So we have a man cave and a woman Queen's Den conversation. So men and women will be in separate spaces, having conversations among ourselves, having that gender conversation kind of in our own corners. And then we have our folks coming through from the Session Talk Show. They're going to be through there. And then afterwards, listen, around what time, babe? What time we start the pajama party? Around 8?
The pajama party, it kicks off the festivities, but the party, that's probably going to kick off around 8:30.
The party
Okay.
at 8:30. So it's a
dating and all that stuff's going to be happening.
it's like a love carnival. So you can just get there at 11, get your bag, and like be there all day.
Bring a bag, guest room, all the things.
Do all the things.
Got it. So,
Let them know where it's gonna
yeah,
be.
I was going to say, we're going to say that at the end, but I want to say
Sure.
it now for those that want to join, well, not join, but that want to know now
Yeah, and they
when
can,
and where.
and it's at the Holiday Inn, so it's at a hotel, so they can get reservation rates. Tell them what they need to know.
Absolutely. So
Sure.
if you go to the conference website, which is lovecon.powermates.io, and you scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll give you the information for the hotel. And it gives you instructions as to how you can reserve your room and stuff like that. We do have a room block and we do have preferred rates. So if you follow those instructions or reach out to us, we'll make sure that you get your room if you're going to be staying overnight for the event, which we recommend you do.
Yeah, you should stay tonight.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's an experience, y'all. It's going to be an
It is an experience.
The hotel is so sexy. It really is. It really speaks to what we're doing. It's a sexy environment. It's a very beautiful hotel, new hotel, right by the Galleria here in H-Town. And listen, you're gonna come and really be impressed. It's really, really nice. Beautiful spot.
So here's the question everybody want to know. What's the cost?
So it depends. Okay. Right now on the website, we had VIP tickets. They're all sold out.
Yeah,
We're sorry. You should have took advantage when they were available.
A great time.
Right. But you can go, when you go to the website, if you want to take advantage of the full experience and come to all the events, the ticket's $197. And the ticket for the pajama party, I believe it's $35. You want to get your tickets before they're sold out. Now, between now and Friday, as long as we have tickets available, you can use code SESSION, SESSION, and that will give you 25% off those tickets that are there. But I'm going to tell you want to get them before they are sold out.
Absolutely.
Good job.
There we go. Okay, those of you that are listening, now you know. Can't say, oh, they ain't never say how much it costs. So
Listen, let me tell y'all the material that folks are gonna get at the conference. So for those who register to come to the conference during the day, you're gonna get a whole workbook. And now, if you know anything about us, we're always about providing you with the right resources and tools that you need to actually grow and evolve. That workbook alone is not the cost of the ticket doesn't do it justice. I'm gonna be honest with you for what is in that document alone, not to mention everything else you're going to be hearing from all the phenomenal speakers like Tory and Teri. We have so many experts that are coming through all throughout the day. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be bananas. Do not let the price fool you. It's going to be bananas.
Oh yeah.
Very rich information.
Exactly.
Awesome information.
Hey, my wife asked you earlier about winning the date for the Powermate contest. But what's the selection criteria, or do you have a selection process for that?
We do. So we actually have a real intensive screening process. So we go through, if it were matchmaking, it would be a lot more intense, but for this particular one, and that's why it needs to be for folks that are going to be there in person, when they fill out that questionnaire, they give us everything that they're looking for, from body type to age range. Do you have kids? Do you want kids? Do you care about having somebody with kids? And we really use not only the algorithm in our system, but also our own, the eyes of our teams reviewing and going through, okay, say for example, Tori, you said you're looking for X, Y, and Z. Oh, Terry, Y, and Z.
Already found it. Got it. Try keeping them or Kenny or
so if this was not the case, then we would have matched y'all together, because then you would have told us this is what I'm looking for, and here's that person.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it, got
yeah.
it.
So it's kind of like a mini version or introduction to matchmaking, but it's definitely not.
And I think the people are going to love this. We have a Powermate personality test that's all over the place. It's been in Canada, all over the United States. It puts you in one of 4 quadrants. You're going to be a fighter, a lover, a thinker, or a celebrity. Okay. Those match. So I'm a celebrity. She is a fighter. And guess what? Our success rate in like selecting those things is really, really high. So guess what? Take the personality test, find out who you are, so we can also match you with the right kind of person. Like we get.
Is this something that they need to do prior to, or when they get there, or they can just do it now?
They can do it right now. Absolutely. They can do it right now.
They can do it right now. They can go to our website. They can right there, go to our website, go take the test right now. Find out who you are. Find out why you broke up with that fool from the other week. And find out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why we broke up. Take the test.
That happened to me. It did. That happened to me.
That fool.
The fool. You got the celebrity, you got the fool. Okay.
All right. And so let me ask you this. What's the ultimate goal for singles on Win a Date with Powermate? What's the ultimate goal?
To get as many of them matched up as possible that actually desire a healthy relationship.
Yeah. We're on a mission to match 100 of you all this year. So we want to match 100.
That was 200.
200. I'm sorry, 200. My word. Yes, bring it up. Come on, Lord. So we want to match 200 of you all this year. So make sure you sign up, because when you do, it gives you the opportunity to win this date. And our Powermates are hot. They're beautiful. They're handsome. They got it going on. They're not in the dating P. Like, they actually are intentional about what they want. They're really high caliber people. So make sure you sign up. You're going to be impressed with the date you win. So make sure you go and sign up to win a date with a Powermate for sure.
Okay. Not to throw any, water on to cool you down or anything, but this is a serious question. A lot of times when we do events like this, a lot of times the women outnumber the men.
For sure.
How are you ensuring that
all the time?
How are you ensuring that there's going to be an equal amount of men versus women
instead of musical chairs? Yeah.
Right. Listen, so we've done a lot of work ahead of time with the logistics and stuff like that to connect with people who are really raising their hands and identifying as being serious, that they're looking to be in a serious relationship. Oftentimes when you see those things, it's just kind of, let me throw this thing up and like see who it sticks to or whatever it is. And studies have actually shown that women, they generally take the lead when it comes to this type of stuff and education and getting the self-development and stuff like that. But we noticed.
You in the world.
Yeah.
and that's what prompted me to pose that question.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure,
exactly.
for sure,
and I'm
for
not, my philosophy is, nothing in life there's 2 things that are guaranteed: the fact that you are born and that you're going to leave the earth. Everything else is not guaranteed, but we do everything in our power for those who actually raise their hands and like follow the process to say, yes, I'm ready. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. And the beautiful thing about what we do is, even if you don't have a match at that event, we have systems and processes and services and stuff like that in place to bring you down that road of being connected with your Powermate.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So there's life after Love Con.
Absolutely.
Life begins at Love Con.
There you go. There you go. Life begins at Love Con.
That's it. That's it.
How does this experience address the issues that singles face today? All right.
Yeah.
So we know that you guys have the assessment and all, but when they come there's other things that happen outside of the paperwork, right? Real life stuff.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
We are a scenario-based company. So we come from a training background and we do real life scenarios. We take things from the street. We're in the streets. We're in the mud. You ain't telling us something that we haven't heard. We're in the mud. So you talk about dealing with narcissism. We deal with that. You talk about dealing with ghosting. We deal with that. Whatever the single is dealing with, since we have our ears so tight to the street, like we're there. So we don't just do a lot of fluff and make you feel like, we're skipping over the things you're really dealing with. No, we're getting the mud with you and showing you there's a way out of it because
That's where
we're
the
facing
coaching
mud too.
comes in and the counseling you provide, correct?
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
And I think one of the things that's really unique about us is when we're dealing with singles now, we're not so far removed from being single that we don't know what they're talking about, right? And that's always been a big problem. They know they have the, whatever's going on. They know they want to get help. They know they want a different result. But what we've been hearing is like no one understands. They're not speaking the same language. Yes, we were married. I was in a relationship for 12 years. I think Rio was 10, and then we got, divorced. But we were going through exactly what they're going through right now. Just 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And the thing is, it's kind of like going to a nightclub 5 years ago and going back right now. It's like, it's exactly the same. Nothing's changed. The music's the same. The playlist is the same. The people are the same. It's so we like Rio said, we have our ears so close to the street. We understand the thing that's really making them sad at night.
Yeah.
The thing that really is pulling at their heartstrings when they, they have the issue, they're feeling lonely. They're going to work or they're going to family reunions and they hear, well, when are you going to get married? When am I going to get grandkids? Where? And they're like, man, I have it all together, but it's just this one thing. And when they speak to us, they're speaking to us and they're getting, responses and feedback and that it's unbiased because we really are so vested in them getting their result. And the coaching and training that we do, it's action oriented. So we're not just going to tell you a bunch of things to do. There's accountability to make sure that you are getting these things done because that's how you're going to get your result.
And a lot of our people go to church. They are believers, but guess what? Believers are out having sex, believers are drinking, believers are going to the club, believers are doing all the things that everybody else in the world is doing, and you're scared to go and talk. You're scared to talk about it. You can't get healed like that. We can't get better like that. So we have a non-judgmental approach. Everybody's a human being. We understand you're going to go through your stuff. That's what this room is about. A safe space might sound a little cliche, but it is that. No one has a space to judge you in this room, but we are here to help one another grow and progress, and that's what this Love Con is all about.
That's why it's so exciting. And we're so grateful that you guys chose us because we have the same type of modality as it relates to our private practice. And so this here is just basically iron sharpening iron. And it's really good to invite people into these spaces because a lot of people don't know that these spaces exist. Like you said, they're, they think that their only option is church. And then when they think of life coaching or therapy, anything, they think they're going to be shrunk. And so the fact that they get a chance to come in, express themselves freely, hear others express themselves, and then to be invited into these spaces, that's a real big blessing to be invited in. So this is a very rich conference, and the jewels and the gems and the takeaways are going to be life-changing for so many. You have a portion of this that is it speed dating or so? Can you kind of tell them a little bit about that?
100%. So a part of the Sexy Pajama Party, we're going to be opening space for folks who actually are single and they want to connect. Y'all, please don't come if you're in a relationship or you're married trying to do speed dating. Like, it's not cute. It's not cute.
I agree.
But for those who are, we're going to be opening up a few rounds of speed dating so folks can really connect throughout the day. They're going to learn, or over, the 3 days, they're going to learn how to even interact. Even if you're an introvert, you're going to be given resources. You're going to be given questions. We're going to be there as your coaches. The experts are going to be there to help support you. And you're going to have an opportunity to really sit in either 3 or 5 minute rounds and have a conversation to really get to know a person. And if you really hit it off, you're going to have a separate space where you can kind of go lounge and get to talk to this person and know them even more.
This is awesome. What a buffet you've got here.
I know.
This is just a buffet of so much, a smorgasbord.
Thank you. We're so excited.
Come feast, come taste and see.
Come on.
Hey guys, we thank you so much for coming on tonight and talking about the Love Con. And guys, it starts tomorrow, Thursday, not middle of the week, middle-ish.
No, we are already over hump day.
So we want to, one more time, can you give us your handles? Can you tell people how to register and where to go?
Absolutely. So on Instagram, you can find us at Powermate Love, all one word. On IG, When you're on Instagram, the link in our bio, it'll take you directly to the website so you can purchase your tickets, or you can go to lovecon.powermates.io to get your tickets, either for general admission so you can get access to all of the festivities, or just to the sexy pajama party. Both ticket options are available. Use code SESSION until Friday, SESSION, so you can get 25% off the entrance to the event.
I have one important question. Is there going to be food and drinks?
That's a great question.
Listen.
Yes. We have. So if you're talking about alcoholic beverage, yes, there'll also be water.
Exactly.
So yes,
and you want to make sure you're not late, because when the food runs out, the food runs out.
Better come on.
You want to be there on
Disclaimer.
time. The
food at the hotel is off the hook. So listen, don't worry about it. We got food there. Come on through. Like, you ain't got no excuse. Let me put it like that.
I was asking for a friend. Hey guys,
me, myself, and
I know, right? Guys, again, we thank Rio and Micca for joining us tonight.
And we also thank you all.
And we thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Again, if you guys are interested in marriage, relationship, or individual counseling, go to our website at iforeverwill.com. Fill out the form. We will get back with you.
It's also family counseling as well. We are a private practice and we offer all of the above and more so. So go there, check us out, as well as see us, join us, come be with us, hang out with
Tomorrow
us.
night?
Tomorrow night, starting tomorrow night and
Yeah.
Friday morning and throughout the weekend. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff, y'all.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. And I don't want to be remiss, before we leave, I want to thank one of our new sponsors, Supreme Jewelers.
Oh, yes.
Supreme
Yes,
Jewelers.
Supreme Jewelers. Thank you so
They
much.
have 2 locations, one in
Friendswood?
no, we keep saying Friendswood, Deer Park area.
Oh, well, that's because I'm from California, so I messed it up. Go ahead.
Anyway, they have 2 locations. Look them up on IG at Supreme Jewelers.
That's it.
All right. Guys, we thank you again. And for our family out there, we love you guys. And we'll be back on the air shortly, and we'll see you then.
Make love, not war.
Bye-bye.
Night.